Working. Saturday late.
Well, how long would it take?
Yeah, open up to the foot. I guess so. About 10 years old. They said they're gonna start replacing.
Oh, it's good. Okay.
So I'm gonna have to purchase that. Just letting you know that.
That's for one.
That's for one.
Yeah. Do we have?
Oh God, 5 stations. Yeah. When we purchased it, $27,000, everything. I mean, this is just a camera, not so many all that. New one. When I read it out. Expensive now. Right, now that we've fixed all this now. Yeah. Having any fires out there, like inflation party there, there's been down there, reduction, but I don't know what's happening. Yeah. So then I. Township took out the house. I think it is too. That wasn't the problem. That was no. Good deal. It was I don't know, sometimes we clusters.
And then they went.
You know, I got all of a sudden, I got lost. Take care of that. I'm hoping I can get out there. Yeah, that's all.
Which one is it? That exact time.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Like Kevin. Lacrosse gives me on Saturday for graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Glad because I'm very tempted to we're out of the danger expanded our garden. I think
It's a bad one. It's really nice.
we have two freezers. And other things with like pesto and stuff like that. And a little bit. Does it make sense? Cheap. And a two. What type of tomatoes you make that tomato? See what works.
Pasta sauce, stuff like that. The rollers is what I.
It's the baby at the hutch is mom.
The Roma is called an Amish paste.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
Good morning. Good, how are That's got all over the afternoon. So
That's awesome. Much faster.
every day.
Well, people see you on
It almost looks too good to be true.
I hear this could be something like. I'm going to, family take a break. There will be crowds. My neighbors. No. Otherwise, I'd stop there. But someplace. Everybody's doing all these theory. Yeah. Holiday, traffic. This part area. Sure as heck. Yeah, to take their hot tub right in front of this. It's all we had it. Yeah, it's like either. It'll be very themselves.
Y'all want to take a picture?
It's Winneshiek County. Donation for something, I'm not sure what it is.
Oh.
So Steve Johnson can put it in front of him. I never.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I would never.
Steve had to sign on that.
It's just an outlay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's due next, end of next week, so this week's a big one. Yeah, yeah. It's fun, and they're like kind of, so it's kind of like new territory in a sense, so. Yeah, but some of those, yeah, and I will respond to your email, I saw your reply, so. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully next weekend, that's kind of the plan, yeah, I'll try out west side. Well, usually other banks are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. I can send it, yeah. Okay. Yes, I got a good one.
Did you get the new one or did you grab one for the last?
I grabbed last week. Just to have.
Yeah.
Thanks very much.
All right, it's 9:30. All those that so choose, please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the meeting to order with everyone present. As a reminder, the meeting is being recorded. If you choose not to be recorded, you have the option of leaving. First item on the agenda this morning, Winneshiek County Historical Preservation Commission. Morning, Steve.
Well, we have two things on the agenda. And two for people. And the first one is the proclamation to make May Historic Preservation Month. And I'll just read the proclamation to you. I think I've done that every year.
Oh, thank you.
The Winneshiek County Supervisors proclaim May as Historic Preservation Month in Winneshiek County. The proclamation reads as follows. Whereas historic preservation is an effective tool for managing growth and sustainable development and revitalizing neighborhoods, fostering local pride and maintaining community character while enhancing livability. And whereas historic preservation is relevant for communities across the nation, both rural and urban, and for all Americans of all ages, all walks of life, all ethnic backgrounds. And whereas it is important to celebrate the role of history in our lives, the contributions made by dedicated individuals in helping preserve tangible aspects of the heritage that has shaped us as a people. And therefore, we, as the Winneshiek County Board of Supervisors, do proclaim May 2026 as Historic Preservation Month, call upon the people of Winneshiek County to join in their fellow citizens across the United States in recognizing and participating in this special observance.
Thank you. I move to for the proclamation and of the month of May being Historic Preservation Month.
Second it.
And I think that's
race. A motion and a second to proclaim May Historic Preservation Month. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimous.
Well, the second reason I'm here is we're presenting to the Green family, the Maplewood Farm Green family, a certificate for the historic preservation on their 1920 sugar bush in Bloomfield Township. And I was wondering if we could just we would like a photo session of each, so if I could just go through that first and then maybe combine them together. Okay, well, I just have a little bit to say about that, and this was from Kenneth Green that I found in 1964 in his writings, and I thought it's really well done. So it's just a brief paragraph, read it. He says, history need not always be something far away. No matter where one lives, his own locality has the history worth recording. It is essential to progress that we look ahead, move ahead, discard the obsolete, and adopt the new. But in doing so, we should never forget the rich heritage of our forebears, the pioneers who, before the days of the common use of steam and electric power, carved homes out of the wilderness, making use of whatever they had at hand as their contribution to a better life that we take for granted today. And I thought that was a really good article. It was from one of his publications in 1964. But anyway, the Green family has spent 5 or 6 years over restoring the 1920s sugar bush. And if you saw the before and after photos, it's amazing what they've done. So this year we're recognizing them, and we're going to be presenting them with a certificate of it. And I thought we could do maybe one session with us and the proclamation with our commission, and then another one presenting it to the Green family. If that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I know time's out of the essence.
Not really.
Okay. Not that essence.
Not today.
Not today.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Any questions you would have? We're very, I've been out there, I think, over 3 years or 4 years as we were progressing with the restoration. And it's fantastic. And the family they got a patent from the government in 1851. So it's one of the earliest farms out there. So they're celebrating the 175th anniversary. Anyone you want to make a statement? I think this.
No, I mean, we're just very excited to have the farm and the family for 175 years. Echo everything that our grandfather said, and appreciate the society's interest in what we're working with during out there. And we're just completing something that was started by our grandfather in 1995. So the preservation is complete. And we're all enjoying it. So thank you.
And actually, the first one was farther up in the woods, starting in the 1850s. And then this one, and this picture is from the 1920s to 1970 era.
1920s is the new camp. The old camp, 1851, was up the North Fork of the Yellow River, just a little bit. Downriver in 1920, because of flooding that would occur in the old camp. So we're celebrating the new camp.
I remember as a kid going there in school and coming home with candy from your farm. And then my kids were there, and now we tap our own trees because of their experience.
Good for you.
So thank you.
Good for you. We have a photo of school kids coming out to see the sugar bush in the 1960s. And so it's a rich tradition. What's happening, and we're still cooking and gathering, and it's a great family celebration. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm just going to add a little postscript is that I found that the Iowa Department of Agriculture study from about 1900, around 1900, shows that 95% of all the state maple syrup being produced in Bloomfield Township. So,
Yeah.
It's not quite 100, but it's good.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. Well, can we maybe do a photo session?
Do you want an action on the certificate? of
Oh, yes.
appreciation?
Yes, please.
I move to approve the 2026 certificate of appreciation. Second. Green family.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve the 2026 certificate of appreciation to Greens Maplewood Farm. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes unanimously.
And I see we have photographers here. How would you like us to be set up? I thought we could do one dealing with our proclamation, and the second one could be dealing, passing this to the Green family members.
You never have a great background picture here.
Yeah, but it is what
It
it
is what it
is. It's official. Okay. Well, maybe.
We'll follow the direction of the photographers. You guys just set us up.
Maybe go over against that
You
wall.
want
That
to,
would be better.
Oh, okay.
I'd be in there and you could be holding these.
We're gonna go over that way.
Roundabout.
Everyone here isn't gonna be in the group.
Plus our commission members, I hope.
Yeah, commission members with this.
Yeah, right.
What is where you want us over here?
Yep. If some of you want to move over here on this end, that would be great. Let's balance it out. If some of you want to move over here on this end, that would be great. If some of you could move over.
Let's go over.
Not enough, but you know, but
You're on your
way.
way.
Does that work?
Get everybody in.
No. But you could squeeze a little bit more on that end.
Yeah.
Make 2 rows. That'd be great.
Okay. Now, could I, let me just. Did you, okay, so we're all set.
All right, I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Take a couple here. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All righty, thanks. I will also take a couple. 3, 2, 1. And one more. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. You got the second.
Now you need the frame.
Oh, yeah. So shooting the sit down.
Yeah, and then we'll just have three, make you and I like last year.
It'll be a big group.
Yeah.
And we'll have all the green.
Just a green family. Looks better.
Well, I just thought that would, is there gonna be a flare on this?
No, it's okay.
I think this is. Morning.
Morning, good to see you. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, yeah. You'll get to be in the page newspaper. It's what you need.
Forward to that.
Yeah.
You're okay like this?
Alrighty. The 2 in back, I wonder if you'd like to stand over here just to balance it out. If you could come around here and just stand on right here, would that be okay? Just because it'll balance it out a bit. Alrighty, countdown again. 3, 2, 1.
It was really fall.
3, 2, 1. And my turn. And let's see. And again, 3, 2, 1. And one more. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys.
Sorry, walked in. I think so big that it can't be done. It's
Right.
Bought it over 5
Oh, we
years.
just do right.
Well,
It's enough for a family. Thanks for keeping it going.
Like you in one of those pictures.
I know, I thought, I was probably there in the late 60s, I think. Yeah, I bought two. I was so excited about it.
Coming out.
Get archival quality.
Got some other ones. Bring out another.
I would have been more interested. We're gonna be out quite a bit between now and the fourth getting ready. So I'll keep you posted. And then we'll communicate on that. Okay, thank you.
Roasting chicken and.
Your face.
Salad dressing.
Yep, oh yeah. On strawberries, yeah.
Very much.
Huh?
Yeah, let's be,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know,
Chairman Langrick, you're doing a good job. Keep at it, you're doing a good job, man.
Bill, how's it going?
What you doing?
That's only see someone left.
All right, next item on the agenda, Harry Davidson. Waiting on the road.
Who wants to laugh?
Must have been something we were gonna say. Yeah, we just have some positive comments and
Bye.
my wife will be here.
You want to step up?
If you guys want to come up, that's
Okay,
fine.
come right up here in the corner over here if you want. That's fine.
You want chairs? Or get a stand?
This will take,
Oh, okay.
it should, but it's a positive comment. We have a lot of good kind words. This is my wife Barbara. So we live out on 2335 Scenic River Road, just about a couple miles south of Bluffton. And there was all this, we bought down here about 20 years ago, and on gravel, there were all the shrubs and scrub brush, and it was good for pheasants, I guess, but it wasn't really good for us anyway. Put in some CRP and we've been enjoying that. The trees are big and we're getting a lot of wildlife and that type of thing living there. And previously my wife was with the Master Gardeners and had been approached by the county saying that people were going to be doing some roadside beautification. So we thought we'd get involved with that, and it took us a long time before we finally got Dana. Talked to her and she fixed us up with Mr. Kueny, I think that's his name. 2 days later, he was out there measuring. They took out the whole west end, cleaned it all up. It looks great. We still have the birds coming and deer running back and forth naturally. And so we asked it about the east side and talked with
I don't.
Darren Barr.
and same thing happened. All of a sudden, magic, he's there. They came out and just took the place apart, redid it. It looks fabulous. I don't know if you have pictures of that, but if you do, when the grass comes, we'll have to get you some. It's really looking good. And we still have a lot of wildlife structure coming down to the road, even though the brush has been removed. So I think it's a compliment to the crew that are real professional. easy to talk with, you know, I didn't have to sit there and say, well, geez, what can I say? Get these guys all upset. But no, they were just really great to work with. Thank you guys and very much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for the positive words.
Yeah.
I think I read that wrong too when I said complaint.
No, it's compliment.
Because
Compliment.
It's
I did,
compliment.
I thought it was complaint, I didn't read.
That's why I said you don't see this very often.
No.
So I apologize for that.
I'm afraid I put the wrong word. No, it's right.
So did they put some native grasses in there?
We don't know, but it would be like, it would be nice to know what they tossed out.
So it had like maybe oats and some rye. We'll just see what comes. We put our own grass seed in.
Because we have some native seed stock that does the deep roots for
Oh,
water
yeah,
retention.
yeah, because it is a steep slope there.
And I wanted to say thank you too for the crew because they came out and they came when they were supposed to and they did what they were supposed to and I didn't have to listen to him complain. And he does that very well.
Well,
But it's so nice to hear a compliment on the
yeah,
road.
thank you.
Thank you.
Same as 2 years ago when you did the other part.
You're welcome back anytime.
Yeah.
Find some more grass.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Next item on the agenda, Michael Kueny, our county engineer. It's kind of nice to hear, isn't
It
it?
is, it's always. That was Jeff and Darren's baby, so I don't want to take any real credit for that. I just took the phone call and passed it on. The scenic river. So with that, I'll just kind of work through the report here. Build grant, there's nothing new this week. Subdivision progress, there's nothing new this week. Quarry Hill has submitted a memorandum of understanding, distributed that to Brunings and to the city, met with the city. And that is, I would presume, is progressing. I haven't heard back from Brunings yet. Bridge 307, I attached a picture of the progress they're at this point in time. I encourage anyone to go look at it that might, any of the board to go look at it. It is starting to shape up, look like a bridge. Basically where we're at is the east and west pier, footing, stem, and cap have all been constructed. They will be working on the abutments this week. W40 pipe installation is complete. That's important because we've got the 814 and W40 Autoseal project. 350th Street concrete patching operation is still ongoing. I would anticipate between 350th Street and North Winn Road that goes throughout the rest of the year. The rock resurfacing operation worked out of Auction last week, and then 4 districts are lined up for this week.
Lots of compliments.
Are you on the Auction?
I'm really happy to see rock.
Yes, there's the additional amounts. One thing that's not on here is I was notified last week. I didn't see the letter until this morning. Was that rock prices out of the quarry have been increased due to the gas prices. So just that's not on here. So just yeah.
Okay.
But FYI, requests for striping quotes in the northwest quadrant fog lines and county center line have been sent out to vendors. W40 and B32 fog lines were included in the quote. We received, to my knowledge, 1 reply back thus far. Bridge 107 superstructure was tested for lead and came back positive. Bridge planners will send an updated quote to account for the tarping and the abutments. That also, a new quote came in this morning. I have not reviewed it at all yet. Sewer patcher operated out of Millcomer Road this past week. Millcomer should be finished this week. After that, I'm not sure where it's going. I'll coordinate that. Shop discussions with Mahaska County on what mulching had to purchase for roadside management. If you remember last week, I had mentioned that we had met with CAT. The concern was that the heads might be too big, too heavy for what we have. So just kind of trying to right size the equipment that we get on that is what we're doing there. It's not, we haven't selected a vendor or anything, but just trying to make sure that someone who's had a positive experience on this equipment, we kind of we follow in their success, if you will. Locust blade operator position is open until May 15th. That's Friday. So far, we've had 2 applicants. I anticipate more as this is the final week. The Ocean tinning of the cold storage and small repairs are nearly complete. The fort improvements have been completed. Summer mowers are to begin after Memorial Day on May 26th. So thus far, 175 dust control applications have been processed. Lists have been sent to blade operators. That is a lot of time in our office. So that's a kind of a big deal.
They were supposed to been, they were due.
May
That's
1st.
done now.
Yep, they were due,
July.
but since we haven't, we've allowed late applicants to come in, so.
Can you still get one in or not? Or-
Probably it depends on where you're at.
I had I don't think my brother-in-law didn't get it. I remember my son-in-law didn't get in there. He's up north.
We can always just say no, but I don't, that's not a for sure no. So
It's
kind of depends on where you're at.
graduation party too, that they were wondering when. If it's still, I said, I don't know.
It's long in the tooth. So if you need to call them and say, hey, try to get it in today. And then 3 blade operators will be sent to motor vehicle training tomorrow. That's going to be held in Oelwein. It's just a refresh. We have several new motor grader operators. This was kind of a big deal since we had so much turnover at that position. And then summer engineering interns kind of will start anytime in the foreseeable future as their schedule fits. So that's the report. Any questions or anything that I should be aware of at this time?
6 county meeting, or is that June?
First week of June.
June.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm remembering. I didn't want to.
Howard.
Yes. I don't have anything that I need to put on that agenda as far as I'm aware of. But I look forward to that in about 3 weeks.
I'll be putting on that agenda, a discussion on opioid settlement funds from each of the counties, because our county's doing quite a bit for the Northeast Iowa Behavioral Health MAC Clinic, and I'd like to see other counties do something. So I'll add that to the supervisor portion.
Anyone have anything else for Mike?
Thank you. Pretty straightforward. Thank you.
Or any committee report?
Met with contractors this morning to about a couple of weeks, little cleanup operations and a couple of things here in the old jail. Mainly the lunchroom and adjacent to it, and a couple of the things we should probably do in there is change out a couple of lights and LEDs.
Who is the contractor?
That's one of Halverson, this fellow that's done work here before. I don't recall his name. I just went through and spec'd out what we were talking about. But we do have, and I did talk with him about that one temporary location possibility, but told him just to kind of sit on that until we get things ironed out better on that temporary location moved for the county attorney's office. So that's still a work in progress. And
Need to get that done, so
Well,
they
that's-
move down.
oh, yeah. And that's, we're waiting on the carpet, as soon as, I think it's scheduled for a couple of weeks from now for the small courtroom upstairs, replacement of the carpet there. At the same time, that carpet is already ordered for these 2 last rooms over here. And then on that east side, those will be replaced. They've already been repainted. Look significantly better,
Oh, I'm sure.
and fresh paint and cleaning up of the lunchroom over there and the floor, et cetera. I'd like to see us buy a couple of tables to put in there with chairs, something that's a little upgraded than the current options.
You want me to take care of getting something ordered or
I
something?
think.
Do we have
good
any
idea.
storage?
Just, I don't know. If you want something more historic, we have some in storage. If you just want some simple tables like are in the room between my office and the treasurer's office, so it's just,
In the folding tables.
no, those are like, they have a laminated wood top with 4 legs, take basic tables.
We need chairs in there. What we have in there is,
Yeah, we can order some, not like these probably, but a little bit nicer ones that we have in there.
just something in there. I mean, right now, it's not very attractive to any of our employees in there to go to the lunchroom. And then I wanted the cabinets cleaned and repainted. So that improves it. But
I can look
Too
at
small.
something,
Two small tables and chairs,
like card table size tables or like,
round, square, whatever, in there would be fine. But I think we need to definitely,
It'll look better once it's all done.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're closing off that one doorway to make it into a decent.
Right now, there's a single table, which was
One
nice
single-
for meetings. If you
I
have
don't
one
know what
single.
era. It's a nondescript table of
Yeah.
probably 60 years old.
the tables though, you're thinking about putting in the kitchen,
In the
Right.
kitchen area,
yeah,
too small,
2 small
Two small
ones,
tables.
because the other room will be cleared out.
be cleared out and be available, and that'll be repainted. Whether or not we just leave the terrazzo floor and clean that up is, there's a lot of holes and things in it. We might be better off just to put in that particular room, put down the carpet like we are in the other areas as well. I think there's a lot of places where the floor has been cut, pipes have come through and different things over all the years, that it's not really a.
Like about the kitchen.
No,
or the other one.
the secondary.
Oh, yeah, carpet might be good
Kitchen.
in there anyway.
Yeah.
There wasn't any
For sound.
tables down.
I don't,
You should
don't-
check down. There's some
I don't
tables
think we
that
had
are-
any.
I don't think there's any tables down there now.
You might check
There
it.
was some.
I don't remember any from. being
Well, there's a
out
whole
there.
bunch of them, because we take some out.
I think we should look at the spectrum and see what's down there.
okay, well,
Take a look down there.
whoever you want to look down there and then get back to me before I
What
order.
size of table you?
Well, You free today?
Yeah.
Just pop down there. We're just gonna take a look now. It needs to be small. I mean.
If
we
we
don't
can
have
find some that we already have, it'd be great. to
Oh, I know,
find.
the ones down there are the.
Talking probably like a circle that would be smaller
Oh,
than this
yeah.
square.
They're only,
I would think we had them
oh, yeah,
long,
there was a couple of them really long,
the long
Oh, yeah.
ones.
but I think we've got, and Halverson's gonna check and see if the storage, now by recycling, if we have anything there, but he doesn't think that we do.
I won't order anything like today or tomorrow,
Yeah,
but
I'll get back.
towards the end of the week if we haven't
Yeah,
heard anything.
I've, and then I did meet with the curator from Vesterheim upstairs on the 3rd floor. And we met about the historic flag from the Iowa regiment that went into the Civil War. And that's, if you recall, that's back in the corner by the door of the judge's office. There was preservation work done by the county back in 85 to have that sewn onto a netting in the back to preserve the fabric. It's not one that was probably taken into battle. It doesn't have bullet holes in it or whatever, but it was probably the regimental flag for that group as they went. And it is a wool flag, not very unusual. It's better than any flag that the Vesterheim had. So it's really kind of the last of the last.
So it was done 40 years ago. Does it need to be
That was-
redone?
No, there was a discussion of whether or not it should be vacuumed or whichever, but that fabric is so delicate that probably not. The recommendation was, and I believe the Historic Commission is going to take this on as a project next year, is move that display and change it. Right now, it's vertical, and the bottom part of the flag is folded over, which isn't a great way to preserve it. And the curator, Lorraine said it should be displayed horizontally. The stripes have been sewn, which is the best thing they could do from a preservation standpoint. And then they put a fine netting behind it, and it's attached to that. So the fabric does, because the fabric and gravity.
Pull.
Otherwise, it's just gonna pull.
And so, yeah, better if it's turned sideways, put on a padded backing and slightly sloped. And
So it ain't too
maintained,
much pull on it.
maintained in a low light atmosphere. And the suggestion was moving it from that corner over to where you walk into the magistrate courtroom in front of the elevator, which is also a low light area, but creating a display there in a case, and then even that has the case that's existing is nice with the glass windows and so forth, beveled edge, really nicely done way back when. But glass doesn't filter out UV lighting. So, but ironically, if you replace it with plexiglass, it filters out UV, which is not an expensive option, but some ideas of that sort. The Historic Commission is going to take that on, a new display, an interactive part around the corner that gives more understanding. So you're going to get a better exposure coming off the elevator and probably even use a motion sensitive light, keep a low light atmosphere and preserve the artifact. And
The frame shop downtown does museum quality filtered glass.
museum quality filtered glass is considerably higher.
I know, but it's a long investment.
But it is something that is, that can be considered. But she said either one of them are going to do a good job in the preservation
Yeah,
aspect.
There's potential for a grant or.
Oh, yeah, and that'll all be explored in this next year. It won't be in time to the 250th, but it will be something that Steve Johnson did a lot of research, pulled up a lot of articles about the flag and so forth. And so, and I'm hoping that I want to encourage them also to try to come on to creating some kind of a handout that's going to be available in the courthouse so that people can get a feel for a little bit of the history of the courthouse itself, because we do have in the state, our courthouse is much more attractive than many, maybe even most, and so we do have an asset that would be nice to let the people know better what we really have there.
I don't remember the amount, but the number of Iowa soldiers in the Confederate War was very high
More than anybody other state.
per capita.
Per capita.
It's a neat history. And to tie it in with also the Civil War statue that's up front of the courthouse.
Yeah.
Update on the shingles and they're going to be removed this week, I believe. A couple of them.
Well, the subsidy sent it, yeah.
So the contractor also agreed that something's not right.
Something's failing.
Yeah, fortunately, David Wadsworth is available to do that for us. Which is
So
plus David Turing.
fortunately, there's a bundle of shingles up there. to
Yeah,
replace.
we've got,
So we can replace what we take off.
yes.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, and it was his first blush was, you were there, Mark. Not good.
Is there a candidate forum tonight at Luther and are you participating, Steve? Do you know anything about it?
I have heard nothing about it.
Oh, okay, so it must not be, you guys know over there?
There is something happening, 6,
I just have a note in my calendar, but I don't have anything further than that.
just several candidates, and it seems sporadic.
Oh,
I didn't hear it.
then never mind.
I think they're all Democrats. Second congressional.
At congressional level,
It's the Luther Democrats who put it on before.
at what, is it congressional level and up?
I think all primary candidates. But I don't know if it's both parties or if it's just the Democrats.
I'm pretty sure it's just Democrat. There was an independent who's been uninvited.
That's, I seen, there was one on, some guy,
Yeah,
who said
Oh.
he didn't get invited. He was-
yeah, he's an independent.
Wasn't like.
He was invited and then he was uninvited after that.
That's like that,
Okay,
So
never mind.
it's kind of, but
And it's 5 to 6, 5 o'clock to 6.
Okay,
for 4 candidates to speak in for an hour.
So the HHS 6,000. for you, those students. Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't know.
If this postage meter.
That's probably like their rental for the equipment, probably not the actual postage. That'll be my guess.
Do we pay that?
Like for the year or something.
Is our expense on that rental of postage that expensive? 6,000?
That's
Ours, we pay monthly. We do for our equipment, and I don't know the number off the top of
Is
my
that
head.
ours 2,500 a month?
That's probably about what ours is, yeah.
And then.
Theirs is probably
annual.
Yeah, that'll be my guess, yeah.
So that's just for the meter.
That's for the meter itself, and then you still pay for the postage as you use it.
We could always, you could get stamps.
$6,000 for
Cheaper
one
to buy
office.
stamps.
I would say.
You buy a lot of stamps for
Uh,
$6,000. I would think that would,
Yep.
I mean, they're not a big entity. It ain't like they got.
I don't know how much mailings they have or how many.
Who's that?
HHS.
$6,000 for the.
Page
postage.
Yeah, that would be their, the machine, the postage machine. I have no idea what they're set up. I mean,
Yeah.
like for us, we rent the machine and then all the different entities in the county, even have added like conservation comes here to use our machine and so on. So we don't have to have separate postage machines at different.
Seems like a lot.
Maybe they
Okay.
can come up here and use
Like
ours.
small entity.
Yeah, maybe they could. I mean, we can set up, we already have on our machine accounts set up, so like the clerk of court can use our machine, but then we bill them for what the actual postage they use.
Yeah. that
We
would
could
be-
do that with HHS if they're willing to come here and do it. That's up.
I thought maybe that was a yearly.
Well, and it
postage.
shouldn't be a big
Like
hassle,
month.
now it's close.
It's a lot closer than they used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're out on 152, that would have been pretty inconvenient, but. Wow.
$6,000
Yeah.
for just a rental machine. It'd be using a lot of postage.
Should somebody talk to them?
Yeah, check with them, just. See what the people. Like the phone.
Is that something Tony could do?
I don't think it's our place to
Well, no.
tell them if
No.
it's a postage machine or come here, so I don't, that's up to you guys
I
to
can check with.
check with them. I'm assuming they're gonna have reasons why they don't wanna come here on a daily basis, but you know. We can accommodate it if they're willing to do that.
Yeah, it seems, just seems like those. It's a pretty healthy.
And a heads up, I did get information from Ben. For use for that appraisal. And that's preferred appraisal services right here in Decorah.
Who runs it?
Ben Harmon and Orlando Meyer. So we'll be getting a time that works together so I can sit down with Mike Shimmick at the same time and we can go over the parcels.
Nice.
We'll get that taken care of.
Oh, that Marasha called, I don't know today about changing, get the easement or whatever with the state. Was Andy work?
Well, Andy had sent an email to them with the same email. He got the email address from me.
Okay,
That they should have their lawyer talk to him.
okay, to the state. or-
No, to have their lawyer
lawyer
call
talk to
Andy so that Andy can help them figure out what all they need to do and to
Okay.
talk to the state. Cause yeah, it'll have to be worked out between them and
Them
the
and the
state,
state.
but he said he would help tell them what they need.
Okay. They go back and tell them.
Yeah, have them do that, have their lawyer talk to Andy, so they.
I know we had said something about it last Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, and it has to be, that was part of the deal, is they thought they could just substitute their name. But a 28E agreement, which is what we have, is an intergovernment agreement, so a private entity can't have a 28E agreement, so they'll have to do something like you do with a private welfare agreement or something like that.
MOU or something.
Consent agenda.
I've got the minutes, the claims, and the recorder's monthly report.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion is second to approve the consent agenda. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Passes unanimous.
As we look at going into the summer, I know I'm gonna be having joined virtually a couple of times. Are there all of us times when we might say not have a meeting or, look into the future?
Should
Like
probably start now.
people would be traveling or make it easier to just.
Across the pond again?
Pardon?
If people want to send me directly what days that they aren't gonna be here, then I'll try to match them up and see if there's any that match up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine to join virtually.
Yeah.
I got.
Well, there might be a
If it's a
couple.
day like
I'll be
this
gone
where-
Too, so it might be easier to,
Well,
especially if it's a light agenda where there's nothing that couldn't wait till the following week.
Yeah.
well, and that's what I was gonna bring up as far as Memorial Day weekend are we still gonna have it on the Tuesday or is there agenda items that we need to have it? And I mean, that's something we can look at next week. too.
I guess,
Yeah, well,
Why
it'd
don't
be
you-
claims. It's easier to skip
Okay,
the first and third meeting dates of a month than the second and
No,
fourth,
that's
because we'd
fine.
have to adjust the claims schedule so we can get people paid, but
So as of right now, we're still meeting on the 26th,
yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's definitely easier if we have some dates that are the first or third Mondays that don't have much on the agenda, to skip those because we don't have payments to get sent out.
so which days you said the first and third are the last to skip?
To skip, yes, because we do claims the second and fourth.
Okay.
And if there's ever a fifth Monday, those are okay too, because those, we have those 4 times a year, there's a fifth Monday, and then there's no claims, then we get a 3-week gap in our claims anyways.
Anyway, it was just a thought.
Yeah, I know as we get into the summer, a lot of times they're lighter agendas anyway, like today. I don't think any of the things couldn't have waited if we needed to do a different day. I'll start looking long-term at that, and if anyone has dates, they know that they aren't gonna be here.
I just sent you mine.
Okay.
I'll send mine too. Motion to adjourn?
Motion and second for adjournment. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Passes unanimous.
Thanks for being here, you guys.
Yeah, it was nice to see that recognition.
Yeah. I didn't realize there were two. Oh, there's Green families operating next door to Kueny or something. Both doing. I just knew about the lawn.
So kind of update everything. Yeah.
They still do class visits, and she said, not us, the other one. Oh, sorry. It was confusing to me.
Well, start voting on Wednesday.
And open enrollment is all this week, right?
Yeah, next couple weeks, yeah.
We done with frost.
Okay, Fatima, you can shut it down. Thank you.
Be nice to get that lunchroom redone.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, ugly.